can. After 3 minutes, I may or may not respond. Someone in the room may or may not respond, and then you'll get a subsequent minute if you need to. But thank you for coming along this evening, and the floor is yours.
Good evening. On the 21st of March, members of the public raised concerns to the Environment and Sustainability Panel over net zero initiatives. Evidence was supplied on how environmentally devastating lithium mining is for the proposed electric vehicle batteries, not to mention the cost in human suffering with child slavery for the cobalt required. Serious fire safety concerns were also raised. We've not received a response to our follow-up emails from either the previous panel or the new one. We therefore ask this committee to scrutinise why the Environment and Sustainability Panel are pushing ahead with environmentally harmful plans, ignoring safety concerns and the Council's own anti-slavery policy. It's critical that we can trust our local councils, as trust in government as a whole has been lost. It's imperative we don't make the same mistakes with climate change that were made with COVID. Despite propaganda on mainstream media falsely messaging to the contrary, it wasn't COVID, but government actions that have caused harm. Wildly inaccurate forecasting and unreliable testing of healthy people caused fear, financial hardship and unforgivable abuses to the people, all under the guise of protecting our health. On the 19th of March 2020, before the first lockdown, UK Health Security Agency declared COVID was not a high consequence infectious disease. Despite this, Matt Hancock talked of deploying the next variants to frighten the pants off people, clearly demonstrating intent to use deception to manipulate through fear. Little wonder that trust is gone. Now a man-made climate emergency has been declared, but not debated. Like with COVID, discussion is censored and highly qualified scientists, including Nobel Prize-winning physicists, who see climate change as naturally occurring, are dismissed. Silencing experts and cherry-picking the data does not make the science settled. We must all protect our environment from pollution and unsustainable practices, but worryingly, a lot of the proposed green solutions are anything but. As well as electric vehicles, we are dismayed to see Colchester City Council officers insisting councillors pass planning for environmentally toxic solar farms on precious farmland. We have good people in this council who are trying to do their best for Colchester, but to get government funding, you're required to enforce policies that aren't always good for us. The overdevelopment of the city beyond the capacity of the infrastructure is a case in point. How can the council be objective about doing what's right for Colchester with large financial incentives from the government? If any faith is to be restored in our crumbling political system, it has to have a solid foundation at local level. We must have a council we can trust to do what is right. We therefore request this committee thoroughly scrutinise how environmental policies and planning decisions are made, and to make sure environmentally detrimental initiatives aren't being passed because of financial incentives or beliefs based on manipulated statistics. We look forward to a transparent, informative response. Thank you.
Thanks very much for your presentation there, and obviously you're perfectly entitled to come here and present your views. Just for the record, I didn't make it very clear earlier, but this is my first time chairing this panel. I will be fair and inclusive, but I will also obviously have to confer with what remit and the rules are.
There have been worrying things in terms of counter-discipline.
Do you want to speak? Do you want? Come on, you're just being obstructive.
Narratives are being pushed, and algorithms through social media are suppressing the
I don't understand what you're doing.
I would like reassurance that we still have at least an illusion.
Film the back of somebody's head. So you're just obstructing democracy.
We are here to challenge.
That's what you're doing.
Just spacing things out.
What do you think is going to happen?
Should we step outside?
We are not going to silence, and we will.
So you are stopping.
All I'm trying to do is, you're quite close to the have your say table, and I'm just trying to create a space. That's all.
No, you're just obstructing the public finding out what's going on.
So what our processes allow is allow for you to film, but as long as you don't disturb or distract the meeting. So if you're welcome to film from sitting down, but
I can film the back of somebody's head.
it's all being filmed anyway, isn't it? So you can
No,
see.
it's not.
Yes, it is. It's being streamed live on Council on YouTube.
It's not the same.
But what the rules provide us to do is allow you to film, as long as you're not disturbing the
you're
meeting.
just being
So,
instructed.
so if you wish to go in and film, that's absolutely fine. But what we're saying. But what we're asking is that you're not distracting from the meeting. I think you're standing there.
A member of the public has made a presentation, and you're obstructing the reply.
Well,
from
all
the
we're saying
meeting.
is
So
asking
you're
you to.
obstructing.
We're not. What we're saying is that.
This is.
But anyway, if you want to go back in and start filming again, you're more than welcome. But if you're just asking you just to sit down whilst you do it, that's all.
I've been banned from filming before by the council, and I mean I find it very upsetting. It's not democratic. I don't understand it. I'm actually.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to say what our parameters are. Like I say, you know.
So no, you just think that I can be got at because you then you're obstructing me doing this.